Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a look at Asana and the reasons why in which we include Asana within our yogic practice. So first of all, Asana, that encompasses the postures within yoga. So the down dogs, the warriors, the headstands, the cobras, all that sort of stuff. And it's the thing that we kind of most readily associate with yoga. Often when we first come across yoga, particularly in the West, it's the postures that we come across and we kind of assume that that is what yoga is. But actually, asana, or posture practice, is just one element, one of the 8 branches, one of the 8 foundational, fundamental limbs of a yogic practice, as outlined by Patanjali in one of our oldest yogic scriptures, the Yoga Sutras. So, the reason in which we do them, first of all, it's quite personal, and that's the amazing thing about yoga. We all come to yoga for different reasons. Some of us come predominantly for maybe physical exercise to get physically stronger, help repair the back. Nowadays as well, people come for more aesthetic reasons than they might have previously done in time gone by. So we come to tone up the abs because we know how great yoga is, or asana practices, posture practices for tightening the stomach and gaining strength in the abs. Same thing with bum, same thing for arms, same thing with legs. So first of all, it's not to discount any reason why in which people first find yoga. We all have different reasons. It's all something to do with self and something that's deeply personal to us. However, behind all that, those kind of initial reasonings behind why we come or why we practice the postures, there also is another layer. As with everything kind of within yoga and lots of kind of the ancient practices and texts that we have through early civilizations, there's usually a very foundational, fundamental reason why we do stuff. There's often a symbolic reason why we do stuff, and then also maybe a reasoning that in some instances can be kept as kind of esoteric. So, it was only kept for a short number of people. So hopefully we can dispel a few of that this morning. So yeah, first of all, one of the main foundation reasons is that it strengthens the body. Practicing the postures helps teach us the importance of physical practice or physical exercise, physical health, and that's a really important aspect. It makes us physically stronger, protects us from illness and disease, and for our yogic practice it helps us maintain a strength of body that we can carry on into our meditation. Again, as outlined not just by kind of yogic scriptures but lots of other ancient scriptures and religions, the importance of meditating, whether it's meditating on religious texts or God's word or meditating on ourselves. They often describe the way in which we should meditate as sat up, alert and focused of mind. And we can't do that for long enough if our physical body isn't strong. Anyone who's come to a yoga class and is asked to sit up at the start or sit up at the end, and then as a teacher we use all this kind of very beautiful but very flowery abstract language, close your eyes, find peace, be still, all this sort of stuff, which especially when you come to yoga just means absolutely nothing. It's far too abstract and things. But what you'll notice is within 3 or 4 minutes your shoulder starts hurting, in particular your lower back starts aching, your knees are crossed and the heels are crossed and your knees are riding right up near your chest and you just feel completely uncomfortable. And one of the elements and one of the reasons why in which we practice postures is to make us so physically adapt and so physically strong that our body's able to maintain these ideal postures for meditation, which is leads us into the greater or higher benefits of a yogic practice. The other thing that it does, practicing postures, it draws in these elements of meditation. Now we all know the importance of meditation. We all know what kind of place it's given within yogic practice. It's often held aloft as the main reasons or the main benefits of why in which we practice yoga. And your postures, your asana, are kind of a reflection of that. They encompass lots of the same elements that meditation does. Essentially, when we meditate, we're trying to go to a point within ourselves where we free the mind from kind of the shackles of the human condition, away from feeling insecure or feeling in pain or feeling stressed or giving into fleeting desires all the time, being very reactive. And your meditation takes you away and teaches you how to cultivate areas where you can protect yourself or hopefully help diminish those kind of human frailties that we have. And your asana practice does the same. When you're in a posture, so when you're in a warrior with your arms outstretched and the teacher's kind of regaling all these things of move your shoulder here, put your hand there, twist your hips there, now focus on breath, and they're giving you these kind of cues. Those are the cues, again, which have this meditative ability or meditative kind of aspect within your mind. Because you're focused on very specific things that are happening now, in the present, right now. Right now you're focused on your hand being there. Right now you're focused on your breath doing this. Right now you're focusing your mind on one singular thing. And that has these meditative elements. Essentially it's a focused meditation, that. And you find that once you start practicing yoga over a period of time, instead of the first 10-15 minutes often then going, oh my God, I've been in here for ages, and start clock watching, or your mind begins to drift from one thing to the next, your asana, the specific posture you're in, whatever it may be, whether it's a warrior or even shavasana, you're beginning to meditate. You're having these qualities of meditation. And that's another great reason why we often draw our meditation at the end of practice. So we begin practice trying to settle the mind, sat still, often feeling quite uncomfortable, and that's completely normal. Then we practice our postures, they unfold the body. So we take us, when we come into practice, a little bit tense, a little bit stressed, muscles a little bit wound up and uptight, to an area that is better adapted for meditation. We feel a little bit stronger, the spine sits a little bit taller, the body feels a little bit more aligned. And then also we've had these constant layers of meditate, focus here, now focus here, now send your attention here, now focus here. And that means after we finish our asana practice and we draw our way through the layers of meditation, that we're in a more adaptive place where we can accept that and take on board or reap the benefits from meditation. Your mind has already begun to channel down to very specific things. It no longer has constant impulses flooding into it. They're still there, so there still are moments of that there, but they're definitely much more diminished than they were 15 or 20 or 30 or 90 minutes ago, depending on how long your asana posture practice is. And that means when we go into the meditation, we go into the field of the mind, we're then in a much greater place for it, the magic, to take place.